This podcast was brought to you by Success Park Publishers. From Mystic India to modern self-help gurus, the world is what you think it is. Visit blog.successparkpublishers.com for books and materials which help your dreams become reality.
Success Notes from a Maharishi. Note 10. Success Approach of Rishis. This note is different from others. In what way? What I have been sharing with you is what I have learned through observation of millions and millions of worlds. But we Rishis have known that the formula for getting what you want out of life does exist. The formula can be applied anywhere. You can apply it here on Earth, or on Pluto, or on a planet called Pancha Nakshatra. The formula, which consists of some principles, works everywhere. You can use this to improve your life, to get whatever you wish to get, and most importantly, to feel that peace of mind which our Guru Maharishi would always stress us about. There was a time when he was on a grand mission to help 5,000 chosen ones around the world to find peace of mind and attain enlightenment so they would take it to the world. He started his mission from the Midwest, USA. A big spiritual movement started from that point. This formula is the foundation which one must use, even if he or she doesn't apply the other notes that I have shared. The formula is the foundation for success. Once this is done, you can choose whatever insights I have shared with you to be used with this philosophy. Nothing strict or rigid. You can use just one or three or all. They add power to this formula and make your life smoother and happier and easier. Here we go. Before you go ahead and achieve your dream, make sure the dream is what you want and not something that is thrust upon you, or something that you do to impress someone or because everyone seems to do it. Whenever you come across a challenge when pursuing that dream, forget the option to go after another new dream. Remember, on the other end of the challenge lies your cookie of growth. Some get 3 cookies and quit before the 4th cookie. The first 3 challenges may have been smaller ones. The 4th may have been a tougher one, but most quit before the first cookie. Since most quit, the race has few contenders only after a few stages. So make a decision upfront that no matter how big the challenge is, or how big the pain in overcoming the challenges, or how many disappointing days you may have to face, you will not quit. Since you know that you are on the right track, you also know that you are moving forward because you are not moving sideways. You will not always move forward. You will always be pulled backwards in journeying toward your dream. Sometimes it may seem you are not moving at all. That is quite normal, which many men and women unfortunately do not understand that it happens always. It happens to everyone. These are natural ways in which the worlds work. Even when you don't find any improvement or results or facing dull days, hold on to your dream ever so tightly. You will see some new stars emerging. Remember, tomorrow is a new day and you will have a better way. Sometimes this too happens. After driving some miles down the road, you reflect once again and no more feel a desire for the dream, not because of the challenges you may have to encounter and overcome, for you are more than ready to put efforts, but for some other reason you feel right for you. All of a sudden you realize that you have been following a dream which was, in the first place, something that was suggested to you by your friend because he was passionate about it and thought your life might get better following that dream. If you can afford it immediately now, go and search for your dream that really inspires you. This too happens in all the worlds, not just on Earth. Holding tightly to a dream without passion or interest anymore in it is worse than having no dream at all. On the other side, the big sin is still having a big desire for a dream while giving up on it because of lack of belief in yourself. Belief that you cannot overcome obstacles, or belief that you may not go further after a certain point, or a belief that you may miserably fail eventually, etc. Your dream is like a thick 20-inch glass pane. Some possess heavy sledgehammers that weigh in tons. They break it in one single blow. But maybe for you, you may only have a little steel hammer. Now, how do you break it? Keep hitting it again and again and again. Do this many times today. Again start tomorrow. Hit it again and again and again. Then the day after that, until you break that glass. Never bother about how much effort it takes, but think about how much badly you want it. Think not about how many blows it is going to take. Think how many rewarding days you are going to have. Now, while you are on breaking that glass pane, never think about the other fellow who broke it in one single blow. Never also look at that another skinny folk who is hitting it feebly in that corner with a small wooden hammer. Keep your focus to yourself. You go at your own speed and don't see how faster or slower others are traveling. The key point is keep hitting it again and again and again. Some may be already at a better place to reach the same dream that you focus upon. That's the sledgehammer guy. Some may be far below you are. That's the small wooden hammer skinny guy. Many men and women tend to start considering to quit when they see someone doing the thing they dream about better, or when someone is better at that skill. A person starts to think just because his friend or colleague or someone is doing it better or faster that he or she is not fit for this dream or lacks what it takes just because other people do it better or faster. What this person inevitably fails to see is that he or she is for the time being at a different level than that folk or others, and would someday reach that point if they continue moving. Instead of moving, they start to feel bad about their current skill level or knowledge level or progress rate or performance level or anything, and they prematurely quit. A bad day may cause you to think about quitting, or a bad experience can, or maybe a naysayer may infect your mind and make you to quit, or even a well-meant but ignorant remarks from your beloved ones can cause you to quit. Or it can be quitting spree based upon no real reasons. You will sometimes feel like giving up for no apparent reasons. A bad day can cause bad mood, and that mindset, which is temporary, can cause you to give up. Sometimes it can be that you see no signs of progress, and so on. Beware! These are all delusions that this life always brings to test you before handing you your prize. For whatever reason, give up the habit of giving up. Stay there, right there, in the vanguard. Be on track. Keep hitting the glass pane harder and harder, again and again and again. You must break it for sure. Attach a lot of desire to your dream, but do not attach too much seriousness to it. Whatever the dream is, or whatever the size of it is, do not think that it is your entire world, so as to allow it to destroy you completely if you do not see through it. You place extremely immense desire to it as much as you are ready to readily and with serenity accept the fact that if a situation arises where you cannot get that dream. This is after you have put in all the hard work and time. Sages do have this level of spiritual maturity. Have an intense burning Himalayan-sized desire. I mean big-sized desire. Work for it tirelessly, but also have that equally big attitude that can accept the fact when the desire doesn't get fulfilled because of some factors that are outside your control. This applies equally well to a big dream of yours or just a small desire to have that chocolate cake today at your favorite hangout. The willingness to recover and accept the sudden change is the sign of serenity entering your house and heart. This is being like water. When the shape of the container changes, the water adapts well. Unlike sages, and quite understandably, people do feel heavy pain when what they desire fails to reach their hands, sometimes for the time being and sometimes permanently. When you practice to stay detached from the unfavorable outcome and stay attached to your efforts, you get a lot of pressure off your shoulder. Does that mean to say that you should not visualize your dreams since you are detached from the outcome? You are not detached from your outcome, but you are just detached from the unfavorable outcome and attached to your favorable outcome. When you picture your dream in your imagination, you are applying spiritual forces that align you with your dream. Your desire becomes intense and strong. You tell yourself where to focus today and the days to come. The purpose is to increase your desire and to tell yourself where to take your mind to during your waking hours. The desire part is like a child. It does not care when you have not reached the outcome. That is why children are always kings and queens of desire, which their curiosity and no-limit mentality complement so well. But the seriousness part or attachment part is what causes the pain when a goal slips through one's fingers. People never make a provision for how to feel when and if their dream does not click, be it for the time being or once and for all. This is the point where annihilation occurs in many people's lives. We don't mean that one expects to fail here, but how you cope with that aspect called temporary defeat or even a fiasco. The formula is this: just stay detached from the unfavorable outcome and stay attached to the favorable outcome. Detachment is being independent from emotional hurts because of the unfavorable outcome here. Say you are in the sales profession. You are going to meet a big client, say a very rich man who could buy an expensive luxury sedan that a luxury car company manufactures. You know that this man can also refer you to at least 10 others in his elite group. This means not just a sales, but a career turnaround for you, a big break to say the least. A week before, at your home, you see yourself closing the sale with a strong handshake and an assuring promise from the man that he would refer you to his friends. You see yourself receiving that big commission in sales and the award for the superstar salesman for the year. Your desire intensifies. Then you start to focus on your efforts and start practicing your pitch. Now you concentrate on your presentation. You know